Hi, friends. Thanks for watching. Sorry about the bad viewing here, but I just had to jump on. I was listening to the latest Mike Adams podcast, and just like so many influencers, he's bashing entry level workers. Now, so many influencers, they've created a great gig. They don't have to work for an abusive boss where there's bad air quality at work, where there's a lot of crazy noise, a lot of EMF exposure, where there's a lot of toxins sprayed just because that's just how it is, right? And now with people having to suffocate themselves and inject themselves. And Mike Adams, right? I was just listening. I mean, his podcast is just making me physically ill. And if you notice this of other influencers that are bashing entry level workers, those influencers are um, ignorant. They're so sheltered. They have forgotten what it's like to be an entry level worker, number one, and then an entry level worker in this global fascism that has been going on this past 2 years. There's no excuse for these influencers to be bashing entry level workers. And I think it's despicable. Please, when you notice an influencer bashing entry level workers for resisting going into this hellish workplace, the workplace has been hellish. OSHA does not protect workers even well before this whole event. OSHA gets bribed. That's been my experience when I worked at an organic farm. It seems like OSHA gets bribed. There is not enough OSHA workers to look into all of the issues that are legitimate concerns. So please express your displeasure when these influencers are bashing entry level workers for not wanting to suffocate themselves in an already crummy environment. I don't know if you noticed, but a lot of work environments are just really not healthy for employees. Entry level employees have very little rights. They don't necessarily get breaks. There's no understanding. There's nothing. They like employers make entry level jobs hellish, and I'm wondering if it's deliberate. And because if you treat your entry level workers decently, they'll actually be able to work more and better. And but this is not what a lot of employers do. And so what I notice is that the entry level, I mean the workers doing like entry level jobs, the majority seem like they have some type of cognitive disability. So so it's like people with developmental disabilities are in the workforce a lot now. Like, you used to see one person bagging groceries or whatever, but now it seems like there's a lot more entry because it's like the workplace is terrible. The crazy LED lighting, there's just from every angle, it is just so hard on the body. And it's like you need a health coach just to, like, it's an Olympic effort to work at an entry level job. And all these sheltered, privileged influencers that are dissing entry level workers, they have their air filters, they're taking their supplements, they get to have a vacation. They also have that mental, um, like the peace because they're the boss. It's just so, I just think it's so evil and so inconsiderate, so conscienceless to realize your entry level worker has no control, does not have that sense of control. The only thing they can do is quit their job and desperately search for another one. And do you know how hard that is? And I don't know why, but I mean, I had a liberal arts degree, and it was always very hard to find a job. Even a crappy job. There's so much competition. So, shame on you, Mike Adams. You're doing it again. First you were ignoring the facts about the virus not being isolated, and now you're bashing entry level workers. during this globalist fascist takeover? How dare you? How dare you? Stop it. So please, folks, if you notice other influencers bashing entry-level workers who already have a hard enough time as it is, like their housing situation, entry-level workers don't have a great place to live. They don't have a great car. They don't have good public transportation. They don't have great food to buy, and don't say, oh well, if they just save their money. No, you can't. There's not enough for what people need to survive in this toxic soup of an existence. We need to make like $100,000, 200. We need your job, you influencers. Give us your money, okay, and then we'll have enough for supplements and food and rent in a decent place, because a lot of housing that's affordable it has mold, it has a lot of ambient noise or a lot of ambient chemicals or smells or electromagnetics, because there's a wall of smart meters, 20 smart meters right on the wall. So stop it, influencers, stop it stop bashing poor entry level workers. So thank you, folks, whoever listens to this, and please show your displeasure when you notice your favorite influencers. I mean, Mike Adamson's not a favorite; he's a guilty kind of pleasure, because I know I'm like, he's CIA operations. That's what I'm saying. That's why I titled this. He's doing divide and conquer. So he's trying to create hatred against the entry level workers, between the preppers and the entry level workers. Shame on you, Mike Adams. Shame on you. And there's going to be consequences when you meet our maker. So please, folks, if you notice other influencers doing the divide and conquer, trying to get the preppers, the Christians to hate the entry level workers, please speak up. Okay. Thanks for watching. Bye bye.